Hello there, this is Neil from Italia Auto Parts. In this video I'm going to show you how to repair a GT147 window switch when you have wobbly buttons. The switches are the same, believe it or not, in the passenger side, in the 147 5-door and 4-door vehicles and the Alfa GT. The actual Alfa GT window switches are totally different internally to the 147 switches, but as you can see, with this switch we have horrible wobbly buttons. These switches also suffer with sticky residue from the plastic covering that Alfa put on them new from the factory. To remove that is you can get some nail varnish remover, and then that will get rid of all the stickiness on the switch for you. So that's the first tip for you. Okay, now let's just show you the 147 window switches. Just be careful when taking them apart because there are bits inside which can fly away. That's the actual button itself, and here's a button from another 147 main window switch. They are exactly the same, top and bottom, so they are totally interchangeable. So if you do find yourself you've got broken window switches on the driver's side, just go on eBay and buy yourself a passenger side switch. It's a lot cheaper than buying another switch itself. Okay, now what we want to do now is we need to pull the top of this switch off. You can either start to pry it with your hands, but a lot of the time they are stuck fast. And be careful now, because they will all fall out and disappear. Now this is the part of the switch that you do not want to take apart. You don't need to change this to get to the buttons at all. But because everything's apart, as everything's apart now, I'm going to remove all these little buttons and switches and place them to one side. As I say, do not lose those because you can't get them for love nor money without buying another complete switch. Okay, to start taking the switch apart, you just need to use a little pry bar and start prying up the edges on each side. And that will reveal your switches. And as you can see, to focus a bit, they are broken on each end. Don't know how it does it, but yep, they all snap quite easily. That one's okay, it just wasn't seated correctly. So you can see on the switches, they just push into the two holes there, and we do have the last part of the broken switch there, which has now just flung off and disappeared somewhere into the vast abyss of my unit. So right, so that's the broken switch, you don't need that anymore. That's the replacement switch. Just pop that then into there. I actually don't like the way that's flopping around. It looks fine. There we go. Okay, to put it back together, just slot these switches under first and then just push them down so they all go in, and then pop the cover back on for that. And then refit all of these into here. So you do need to be very careful when taking the window switch out of the car because they can separate like this while it's in the car, and if that happens you're going to lose bits all over the roadway, you'll lose bits down the back of the door card, so you do need to be very careful of that. They are very small and fiddly, these ones. This is the main switch pack on the GT itself. There's not much you can actually fix on these unless you've got burnt joints or dry joints. You're not really going to be able to do anything unless you're an electrical professional. So right, let's pop that back in there until it clicks all the way around. And there you go, that's one repaired window switch. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.